Our top focus right now is Karnataka and the escalation of the intense fight. War of words, what have you, in Karnataka. The fight between the ruling Congress and the opposition Bharatiya Janata Party has intensified, with both party leaders now indulging in a very public war of words. The latest trigger is the statement or comments by Congress working president in the state, Gundu Rao, who had said in a public gathering that Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath should be shown slippers if he entered the state. Rao had made the comment while participating in a candlelight march organized by the Karnataka unit of the Congress party. He has since then clarified and said that he was in an emotional state and was quite agitated, being a father of two daughters, and he takes his objectionable language back. But has the damage been done, with the BJP now branding Congress as an anti-seer, anti-saint party? Take a look.
Mr. Adityanath, I think, is a disgrace to Indian politics. Where is Ram Rajya? It's become Ravan Rajya now. When there's no protection for a woman, and if the government is so callous, so what kind of dharma is this chief minister following? And what kind of a governance is he giving? So I was very emotional on the subject, and I expressed something because Adityanath used to come to Karnataka and give a lot of passion against Siddaramaiah ji and our government, and saying law and order is broken down, making all kinds of acquisitions. He's been saying that. So when he is saying that, I did get emotional and did say something which I do regret. So that I should speak in those language which I don't like to use those words. But it was an emotional issue because of the sensitivity of the matter. Both Kathua, where the 8-year-old girl has been raped by people, and the BJP ministers go and participate in support of the people who have raped. Is this what following Hindu Dharma is?
Joining us right now is Anila Singh of the BJP, as well as Ashutosh Mishra. He's a senior journalist, joins us on the program. Thank you for giving us your time. Anila Singh, let me start with you. The Congress leader has since then given a clarification suggesting he was in a quote-unquote emotional state over the Kathua and the Unnao rapes, and that he shouldn't have used the language, and he takes it back. But he still maintains the criticism he has for the UP Chief Minister, suggesting that rather than come to Karnataka and lecture them about law and order, perhaps the UP Chief Minister should look at his own state. You, on the other hand, ma'am, your party has said this is in the DNA of the Congress. They are anti-saint, anti-sant, and Mr. Yogi Adityanath happens to be a Mahant of the Gorakhpur Mutt, and this shows the Congress is anti-Hindu. Would you elaborate how the Congress is anti-Hindu?
See, Atha, I am not at all surprised the way Dinesh Gundu Rao, whatever he said about Yogi Adityanath. First of all, there is no comparison in between Dinesh Gundu Rao and Yogi Adityanath. Yogi Adityanath ji is much more bigger figure than Dinesh Gundu Rao. And now he says, oh, I got emotional, and in that mindset, I said this thing because I have two daughters. So, Athar, right now, even I am getting very, very emotional, and in that emotional state of my mind, I simply say to Dinesh Gundu Rao, come to Uttar Pradesh. हम तो चप्पलें दो चीजों के लिए इस्तेमाल करते हैं. One, to wear on your feet, and second, in your neck. गले में पहनाने के लिए, पैरों में पहनाने के लिए या गले में पहनाने के लिए. So decide in which way you want to wear slippers. He will tell you. You come to Uttar Pradesh. Oh, I was in emotional state of mind. That is why I decided. And now I take my words back. Is it cutter? Is it correct? No, it is absolutely nonsense. The way Congress leaders have been behaving.
You are using the same language. How does that make you and your
This is what I am saying. I mean, see, this is what I am saying, that first you insult Chief Minister of some state, you insult Nath Mathadish, and then you say I was emotional. Even I can get very emotional, and I can say much more bad words than he can say.
Okay, fair enough.
But that is absolutely incorrect.
was not
Can he
part
deny
of
the fact? So, one more thing I want is that can he deny the fact that the Congress party leaders had been caught watching pornography in assembly?
Okay, fair enough. No,
Can he deny the fact that so many other? Just a second, please.
I take your point about the language. I agree with you there. The language is perhaps objectionable, but Ashutosh, given the fact that Karnataka is a high decibel contest, and we're just seeing the beginning of what can be escalated very quickly, and perhaps will be escalated quickly, because the BJP has bounced on it, suggesting the narrative that the Congress does not respect seers, mahants, sadhu sants.
So you see, first of all, let me say it's a very sad state of affairs that the quality of political dialogue has descended to the level where one side calls the opposition gaggle of kutta kuttis, the other says I will show you slippers, and just now we had a live demonstration of what else they can do. Then Yogi Adityanath is actually a practicing politician. He is not going to Karnataka to preach any religious things, and he is indulging in all sort of shenanigans that are expected of a politician. So he is basically a politician, and just if someone says against anything against him, does not mean that the person is anti-Hindu.
And his son's identity shouldn't be brought into it, but that's not how the BJP sees it.
And in fact,
BJP sees
yes,
it. They say because
But that is not the right approach. I may be a BJP spokesperson, but I am a mother also.
Just that. There's this gentleman that Yogi Adityanath is just the head of a religious institution. He is not a religious figure.
It doesn't.
He is not a religious. He is not a religious figure.
It doesn't sound sensible.
And we have to realize that when you in politics, the level has gone down in the last 4 years, as had never happened in the last 70 years. जो सब पिछले 70 साल में नहीं हुआ था, वो इन 4 साल में हो गया. And it's really shameful.
Oh really? It is shameful the way you are saying that in last 4 years it has derogated. Should I cite you examples that what politicians have been doing in the past?
No, I'm not. We are not.
Everything Dinesh Gundu Rao said was because of the crime against women. Should I start citing them?
First of all,
start giving statistics of crime against women in Karnataka?
Let's talk about Karnataka. Analaji, that's what I'm trying to say. Let's talk about Karnataka, because this is all about Karnataka. Yogi Adityanath is going to play an extremely
unsafe city for women in India.
And by catching on this, Anila Singh, there are people who would suggest. One second. There are people who suggest.
I don't know why the Congress.
Will you allow me, sir, please?
Why the Congress leaders in Karnataka are afraid of Yogi Adityanath? Because he's a gentleman who could not save his own Gorakhpur seat. So why even as a politician, why they see him in such a big review? I think they should have some introspection. Not just about their language, but also their political acumen.
A year back, we got 325 seats in Uttar Pradesh. Are you forgetting that?
No, fundamental point is this.
Why Dinesh Gundu Rao is underrating Siddharamaiah? If we are overrating him, why he is underrating Siddharamaiah? Question is there.
When the BJP says, Anlaji, this question is for you. When the BJP says, and
all the political, right now Congress is ahead.
One second, let me ask the question here. Anla Singh, when the BJP says, spokesperson after, can you please wait for your turn? Thank you, sir. Anila Singh, when the BJP says, spokesperson after spokesperson, that it is the anti-Hindu, anti-Sant, anti-Sadhu nature of the Congress party, what are you basing that on? As Mr. Ashutosh pointed out right now, Mr. Yogi Adityanath, the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, is a full-time politician as well.
True.
So the nature of the criticism
is political, as well as Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh as well. But we can't deny here, Arthur, that Congress is anti-Hindu. Can they deny this fact? Say Jawaharlal Nehru, say Indira Gandhi, they always remained far from temples and all. No temple politics for them. So, and in today's date, Rahul Gandhi, he is playing such a huge big drama by visiting temple after temple, and then doing politics of Janeu-dhari Brahman, though he is not a Brahman. I mean, what is this? Opportunists. I can only say they all are opportunists.
Okay,
but see,
but the
people
Congress
of
party, of
Karnataka,
course,
they
has
know
an
very well
argument.
the political party
I will
who
not go into it
stands
right now, but I'll
against
ask
a
Ashutosh to respond.
against a Yogi.
Ashutosh,
How can that
does it
party
matter?
be faithful to them?
Yeah,
Does
so
it matter who goes to a temple, who goes to a mosque and prays what exactly? The Congress says, and this is what the Congress leaders have been telling various media houses, that look, we also go to temple, you also go to temple. Let's just start from there. What after that? The Congress says they're doing all this. Rahul Gandhi goes to a temple to somehow rationalize and minimize the attack coming in from the BJP that the Congress is a minority party or the minorities ka party.
So you see, first of all, even in amongst Hindus, there are various sort of prayers, and going to temple is just one of them. So going to temple doesn't make one a Hindu or a non-Hindu, because and there are non-Brahmins also in Hindu Dharma. She's Miss Singh would be knowing who wear Janeu. So just saying that only Brahmins can wear Janeu is incorrect. And if you go to take the God's blessing, what's the harm in that? Why do they object to it? The question here is not that. The question here is that you are trying to say that a gentleman who is in the politics, and if two politicians in the level of political dialogue where there has gone to gutter level are abusing each other, you are abusing a religion, is wrong. Because first of all, one of them is a chief minister, a full-time practicing...
Just because there is a political criticism of a UP chief minister who also happens to be, I will admit, a mahant of a Gorakhpur mutt. The criticism is political in nature, and by the BJP saying that this is an anti-Hindu rant is incorrect. This is the counter coming in from Ashutosh. Anila, can you defend that?
See, as I told you that Congress has always been anti-Hindu. The way they have always done the politics of appeasement, everybody knows. And they have always created situations to the, I can say they have created situations so volatile so that different communities and different people of different religion, they start fighting and they can get, the Congress can get advantage of it.
But where is the Congress party creating a division here, ma'am?
Most suffered community. No, listen, Congress has always done the divide and rule politics. They are the one, like they have made, though Hindus are 80% in this country, and the way they have treated Hindus, they have further divided them. And the latest example is in Karnataka, giving minorities, trying to give minority status to Lingayats. What is this? What is this?
Okay.
Can they dare to say, okay, we are going to give minority status to Shia Muslims and not to Sunni Muslims?
Was spooked enough to hurriedly issue a clarification shows that the Congress doesn't want to throw it away. What looks like is a very tight contest in Karnataka. This guttural level, the gutter level discourse and narrative that Ashutosh mentioned is unfortunately prevalent all across the country in state elections, parliamentary elections, even the panchayat level elections. That is also a reality which we cannot look away from. Having said that, Gundu Rao has given out his clarification, has regretted his words, but the BJP of course says inherently this is an anti-seer, anti-sant, sadhu, anti-Hinduism rant. Whether or not that's true, I'll leave you be the judge of it. We'll take a very short break. Thank you, Anila Singh, for joining us, and Ashutosh Mishra as well. We'll be right back.